Deadpool and Wolverine, World War III. Okay, this is so odd that this is coming out. It's almost like there's like a movie out there right now at this time starring Deadpool and Wolverine that's going to make, over $1 billion. Very odd. But happy coincidence. Okay, so I'm late on this one. If you've been following my channel for a long time, you know that X-Men was kind of my thing on this channel. I did read Uncanny X-Men. I wasn't really dying over it. The other X-Men book was okay. I think I gave it a 7. And if you're a longtime follower, you know that Wolverine is just one of my favorite characters. I want to show you guys. I've shown this many times, but I'll show it to you again. This was the first ever thing I bought. I went to my first comic shop, and the first non-comic thing I bought was this Wolverine. I love the brown costume. I scuffed him up a bit with these. He was perfect condition my whole life, and then somehow these black marks got on him. And I bought him and Nightcrawler and Archangel. So basically, Cyclops, Jean, Wolverine, Archangel, Nightcrawler were kind of my favorite X-Men. So Wolverine is still probably like second favorite or third favorite character in Marvel. It's like Cyclops. I like Cyclops, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Hulk, Punisher, Jean. Those are kind of my favorites. Punisher you can see over here. So anyway, I've always gotten into whatever Wolverine comic. I had Wolverine #1 with him standing on top of the dead bodies with the claws. And I actually dressed up as that for Halloween, and nobody knew who I was. I was about 16 years old or so. And it was right after that comic had come out, and I dressed up as Wolverine with the claws, and people didn't know who I was. I did the hair, and I said, "I'm Wolverine," and they're like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "He's from X-Men." They're like, "Oh, isn't that crazy to think about that?" All right, let's get to this book here. We're going to review it using my spaced system: story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best you can get in any category. Wolverine is restarting. You guys know I was collecting it before. I stopped at about the halfway point, 25, 26, something like that. And I read up to like 30 something, and then I just kind of stopped. It was too much of this Krakoa stuff. I just couldn't get into it. Now with all this behind us, we're going to start. I've got Deep Cut. I've got this Wolverine 3. I'm going to get all the physical versions of this. I haven't been to the shop in a while, so that these are just accumulating. I'm going to get them, but I want to get this review out, at least issue 1, and because it's done now. There's 3 issues. So, all right. I'm going to give the storyline a 1.5. I actually really like the storyline. It starts off with Wolverine here, of course, and just like showing like Weapon X and stuff like that, which is really neat. I have the old Weapon X figure that came out way back. Oh man, those are so cool. Anyway, there's a killer on the loose in Vancouver. They call Wolverine. A cop calls Wolverine in, of course. He shows up, and Deadpool is there trying to take him out as well. So they're kind of both fighting this weird character here. I'm giving it a 1.5. Look, it's your typical kind of Wolverine fun story. Like, they're going after this guy. Him and Deadpool team up together. They are a fun pair, trying to take this guy out. It was just a cool, fun comic. I didn't need massive backstories. I didn't need to read, you didn't read Excalibur issue 14, and you didn't read New Mutants number 32, and you didn't read Uncanny, and you didn't read X-Men, and you didn't read Exceptional, and you didn't read NYX. No, it's just, I just want Wolverine to do stuff. Cyclops is my favorite Marvel character. To me, he needs to be the leader of the X-Men. I will continue to read X-Men because he's the leader there. I will not probably read any of the other ones. I tried Uncanny. It's like, all right. I love Rogue, though. Gambit's okay. Nightcrawler's in it, one of my top guys. But I don't know. I couldn't get into it. So I'll stick with Wolverine. I'll try to keep the channel updated with Wolverine stuff. Anyway, so they fight. That's it. They fight. But at the end, there's a little bit of a stinger. Now, this is already weeks old, so I can show it to you. You have this kind of like altered Deadpool or something shows up at dinner. Like, whoa, who's this character? He looks pretty cool. So yeah, I thought this was pretty exciting. So yeah, 1.5 for the story. I'm gonna give the pacing a 2 out of 2. I thought this was like really good pacing. It's all fighting in the beginning, a little bit of story, Logan at the bar, and then boom, right back to some action at the end. that's what I want out of a Wolverine story. He's one of those versatile characters. The reason why everyone likes Wolverine is that he can be part of a team. He can go out on his own and do stuff. And he's very powerful. He's got the claws. He's not like overly powerful. But Superman's my favorite character of all time. But I'm just saying, like, Wolverine is kind of like really powerful, but not outrageously powerful, where it's just like, so it's kind of cool. Plus he's Canadian. I'm Canadian. I like all that stuff. So yeah, loved it. The art, I'm going to give the art a 1.5, man. I'm close to giving the art a 2. I actually think it looks really nice. Now, again, look at these on the iPad. My iPad's brightness is set to like the highest, and I've got really good contrast, so you can see like the colors and just everything just really pops on this one. I'm very close to giving it a 2. But I'll give it a 1.5. Great little thing out here where they slice this guy into bits. That's really neat. Yeah, nothing much more to say about the art. Really, this is funny. I'm wearing a Deadpool Wolverine shirt. That's pretty fun. So yeah, while I'm on the topic of art, I do want to mention my channel sponsor, beardedshirts.com, X-Force, baby. Rob Liefeld goodness. We got Wolverine on the bottom here. We got Shatterstar, and this is a print all over, so it continues on to the back. If you become a channel member, if you join up, and we make sure that you get a shirt. Firstly, every member will eventually get a shirt. Once all the members have one, we put you back in rotation and you know, keep going. So check out beardedshirts.com. If you don't want to join the channel, that's totally cool. Remember to hit the like button though, and subscribe, and check out the links in the description. And we're gonna go from there. Okay, characters. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 2 because I'm such a sucker for Wolverine. I actually like Deadpool. I don't love Deadpool. I love Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool in the movies, at least the 3 Deadpool movies, not the Origins one. But usually I can't take him on his own unless it's Rob Liefeld. If Rob Liefeld is behind the project, doing the art or writing whatever, Bad Blood, Badder Blood, this team up coming up, then I love it. If it's not Rob's involvement, I don't think of it as that good. Like Deadpool Samurai was probably the only thing I really liked outside of what Rob has done with the character. I don't know why, but as a character who appears in other comics and not his own, he's fine. I like him here. He's totally cool. It's kept to a minimum. I did like Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, though. That was very funny. I don't think Rob was involved in that. That was actually pretty funny. So it's not 100% chance that I'm just going to love it just because Deadpool's in it. That's not what I'm saying. It's got to be really good for me to be pumped up for it. I've tried his regular series many times. Every time they reboot it, I try it, and I still can't get into it. But him with Wolverine is great. Him with Cable's even better. But in this one, it's really good for the character. So 2 out of 2. Enjoyment factor, man, I'm going to give this a 1.5. I really liked this a lot. I thought it was pretty awesome. I was kind of meh on it. I didn't really get it immediately when it came out. I thought, yeah, I'll kind of get it whenever. And I'm gearing up to start Wolverine again with this relaunch. I'm hoping it's going to be really good. I'm going to try to bring you a weekly review of the Wolverine stuff that's going on. I wanted to get this one out. Deep Cut is coming up next. I'll be checking that out. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this one. Are you a fan? And that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Until next time.